Hi there, welcome. My name's Carrie Ann.
I'm Jack. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I understand that you are applying for the sales associate position here at Sport Check.
I am. Yes, I am.
And so I do have a few questions on to why that you think that you would be a good candidate for this role. First, why don't you start by just telling me a little bit about yourself?
Okay. I feel like I'm an outgoing person. I can make friends easy, and it's easy for me to talk to people without having to stress over what I'm gonna say to them. I think I'm a positive person most of the time. I don't really like to think about the bad things, only the good things.
Well, those are very good attributes. How do you think one of your friends or a teacher would describe you?
I think that if it was one of my friends, they would say I'm pretty humorous. I have a good sense of humor. They'd say I'm caring and nice and very friendly. If it was a teacher, they could say that I'm hardworking, dedicated, overachieving, I guess you could say.
Interesting. And what would you say would be your most rewarding high school experience?
Most rewarding high school experience? I think for me that's gonna be not yet, but when I graduate will be probably the most rewarding, because then all the work that you put forward to since grade 9 with the digital footprint and the digital literacy camp, from there to doing CLC and grad stuff, I think completing the whole course outline would be that.
Are you currently in grade 12 right now?
I am currently in grade 12 right now.
Oh, okay. And have you participated in extracurricular activities at school?
Not as much as I would. I have not. I've mostly just kept with my friends. I have tried being on the basketball team and the soccer team, but it just didn't work out for me, so.
Did you play sports outside of school?
I did play sports outside of school. I played soccer for a little bit, and then I think I played lacrosse for 4 years, I think.
And what would you say that you learned from participating in those sports?
Lots of teamwork and being able to communicate with new faces and like a new crowd of people, and like having to like learn from like the basics and like build your way up.
All right. And do you think that you can apply those skills towards this position?
I think I'd be able to apply those skills for this position, with teamwork, meeting new people on the floor for the sales associate job, like being able to communicate to the guests who come in and the customers, being able to help them with what they need to find.
Okay. And why should I hire you for this position?
I think that I would be more qualified than most people, or I wouldn't even say most people, just because I feel that I would go above and beyond than most people would, just for that like extra smile from the customer, just to brighten their day, and I think that just go the extra mile.
And seeing that in the customers would feel rewarding for you.
Yeah, it feels rewarding being able to know that you help them, and not even about making a sale at the end of the day. It's just being able to help somebody out, and then going up to the register and then being asked who helped you today, and then just being able to hear my name or that guy over there.
Oh yeah, I see. So you're aiming to get your picture on the wall for
Picture on the wall. Yeah.
the most valuable
Employee
employee.
month.
If you were hiring for this position, what qualities would you look for?
I'd look for outgoing and responsible, dedicated candidates, people who know how to get through the day without having to
ask for assistance too much. Would you say that you're the type of person who would try to tackle questions on their own first before, say, asking a supervisor?
Yeah, I think asking questions is important. You always gotta ask questions to know and understand more clearly.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. In your past, what major problems have you encountered and how did you deal with them?
Well, for example, at school, when we get put into projects and stuff, just for like the class and not to like take home and stuff, I find that when you're put into those groups, there's sometimes the people who don't really talk too much and don't say anything, and then there's the people who don't really work. I feel that me being added into those groups and being able to take the leadership role and give everybody a chance to say what they need to say and give everybody a chance to participate, even if it's just a little bit. I feel like that when I do that with groups, that it's very well and
It helps out a lot.
helps out a lot.
So you're able to deal with multiple personalities.
Multiple personalities, yeah, like different types of learners. I would say, like some people are visual, some people are hands-on, need to like touch.
Okay, so you see yourself in a leadership role one day?
I do see myself in a leadership role one day.
So what would you say is your greatest strength? Out of all of the attributes that you've discussed today, what would be your greatest strength?
I'd say my greatest strength is having no fear and not being worried about what people are going to think of me and what people have to say. I'm more just fixed on what I think of myself and how my close friends and my family see me.
And what would be your greatest weakness?
Wow.
Low battery.
Did it stop?
No.
Oh. I say my greatest weakness would probably be something I would feel like I would need to work on. Would definitely be being more responsible.
Oh, I see. And what are you doing to achieve that goal?
Making sure that the small things matter. So what I mean by that is instead of losing something that I have, maybe keep it in a safe place, or for example, getting to school on time. I would set my alarm earlier to get up earlier and make sure that I have a ride somewhere and make sure that I'm there on time.
Because that's very important for
Very
you.
important, yeah.
Excellent. Do you have any questions about this position?
In all of your many years of experience working at this corporation, what do you think would be the best part of the job and the worst part of the job?
The best part of the job, I would say, would be being able to work with the other sales associates on the team. I feel that I'm a good judge of character and I hire people who are the right fit, and everybody gets along. The worst part of the job would be probably having to deal with disgruntled customers and trying to calm them down if they have a problem and doing it in the right way.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, Jack, well, it was very nice to meet you.
Nice to
This
meet you too.
concludes our interview and we will be in touch.
Thank you.